Let's start in child's pose today. So come onto your hands and knees. You can always take your head onto your hands, maybe stretch them out. You can always bring your arms by your side even. Take a couple of breaths. And then slowly bring yourself all the way up into an all-fours position. Again, a couple of cat-cow movements here as we did yesterday. A little bit of that mobility through your spine. Maybe find a few sideway movement, anything that feels good. And then find this little stability here in your arms. Your hands shoulder width distance. Hug your elbows in towards each other. Draw your belly in. Maybe knit your ribcage up towards the spine a little here as well. And then extend your right leg behind you here. Find a little strength. Maybe notice whether your hips are opening up a lot here. Find a little bit of that internal rotation of your right leg. Letting your toes point down, letting your kneecap point down. And then reach your left arm forward here. Give you a little strength. Give you a little balance here. Take a big full breath. And as you exhale, slowly bring your knee in. And kind of curl under here. And then inhale, press it back. Exhale to curl. Big inhale to come back. Exhale to curl. Inhale to stretch it back. Exhale to curl. Inhale again, stretch it back. Take your left hand down to the floor. And then slowly bend your right knee. And then start to pulse your heel up towards the ceiling. So tiny little pulses. So you want to move your pelvis as little as possible. I'm just going to find a little bit of that activation of the hamstrings here, the lower portion of the glutes. And then slowly release, sit back towards your heels, stretch it out a little, and then inhale, slowly bring yourself back up, extend your left leg behind you. And same here, find a little bit of hugging in of your left thigh back into the socket, internally rotate, hug it back into the socket, and then extend your right arm out to the front. So find a little of that length, stretch your left heel away from your right hand. And then as you exhale again, same here, so curl it under, big inhale. Exhale to curl, big inhale to reach. So you find a little bit of that balance, a little bit of that core strength, as well as a little, we're starting to, a little bit of that activation for the hips, for the glutes, for the hamstrings here. Let's find one last one here, big inhale, stretch it out. Take your left hand, so your right hand down to the floor, bend your left knee, and start to find these tiny little pulses up towards the ceiling. You can notice if you're looking down, your hands, your shoulders, your arms, they don't want to move. Just find a little bit of that mobility coming from the hips. Pressing the heel up. Let's take another 2 and 1. And then slowly release your left knee. Sit back into your child's pose again, find a little stretch here. And then slowly bring yourself up, tuck your toes. We're going to come into our first downward facing dog here. So tuck your toes, find a little strength, find a little stretch here for the soles of the feet as well. And then press your hands down into the mat, hug your elbows in towards each other, and gonna hug your arms back into the socket. So find a little stability here. Lift your knees, keep your spine nice and long as you slowly lengthen your hips up. And then just walk it out here, bend your left knee, bend your right knee. It's a nice one to stretch out the calves here. Maybe find a little balance, a little sway from side to side. There you go. And as you inhale, reach both heels up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, draw them both down again. Big inhale, reach the heels up. And exhale, reach them back down. One last one here. Big inhale, press your fingertips, press your hands down into the mat, reach the heels up. And then exhale, draw the heels down towards the floor here. So press your hands down into the mat. Just let your neck relax here so there's no tension build up in the neck and your shoulders. Just kind of leaning a little bit of that weight back into the legs. So you want to be bending your knees if you find you're rounding in your spine a lot when you straighten your legs. So bend the knees, but find that extension of your arms above your head. And let's take just another couple of breaths here. Maybe starting to reach your thigh bones back and up. And then slowly just come onto your the knees, sit back, maybe give your hands a little shake here, a little wriggle, and then slowly bring yourself back up. Stretch it back into your downward facing dog, and then reach forward into your plank. Take a full big breath, and as you exhale, stretch it back again. Big inhale, rock forward into your plank, and then exhale, stretch it back. One last one here, big inhale into your plank. Hold it here for a little moment, hug your elbows in, draw your belly in, reach your thigh bones back and up, don't let your hips drop. And if you've got trouble with your wrists, you can always do this on your forearms. Maybe you can bring your knees down, or you can maybe potentially bring your fists down as well. See how that works for you, and you can always adjust as much as you need to. One more full breath, and then slowly step it back into your downward facing dog, and then slowly walk your feet forward. Take an inhale here as you come halfway up, hands to the knees, maybe the shins or the floor if your hamstrings are happy. And then with your exhale, slowly fold it down, maybe bending your knees here as much as you need to. So you inhale again, come halfway up, find a lift through your shoulders. And then exhale, release. Let's take one last one here, big inhale. Find that length, maybe gaze up now. And then exhale, fold yourself forward again. And then press the floor away, find a little strength in your legs as you come up. Reach your arms above your head, and then exhale. Relax your arms by your side. Take an inhale, reach both arms all the way up. Stretch your fingertips up, palms come together, and then exhale, release. Take one last one here, big inhale. Reach both arms up. As you exhale, slowly fold yourself forward. Find that inhale as you lengthen forward. And then exhale to fold. Maybe push yourself gently into the stretch a little bit more. Maybe bending the knees here. Then come up again. Bring your arms wide. Come up with a long spine. Lift up. Exhale. Relax your arms by your side. Let's take two more. Big inhale. Reach your arms up. Exhale. Slowly fold forward. Inhale. Find your halfway look up. Exhale. Fold a little deeper, maybe bending the knees again. Inhale, press the floor away, lift up. And then exhale, relax your arms by your side. One last one here, big inhale, bring your arms up, draw your belly in, strength through your legs. Exhale, fold yourself forward. Inhale, come halfway up, maybe your hands to the shins, maybe even up to the knees here, but find that length through your spine. And then exhale, fold yourself a little deeper. So from here, plant your hands. Step back into your downward facing dog. And then bend your knees. You're going to jump halfway forward. And then halfway back. And forward and back. And forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. And then step your right foot forward into your lunge. Place your left knee down. And then slowly bring your arms up here. You can always support yourself with your thigh here, find a little help. Arm pressing down into your thighs. So inhale, lift up. So you exhale, come halfway. Inhale to reach. Exhale, halfway. One last time, big inhale to reach. Then take your right hand onto your right thigh. Stretch your left arm above your head over to the right side. Leaning into the stretch wherever you feel that the most. Take one more big breath. And then exhale, slowly bring it back. Take your hands back to the floor, step it back, downward facing dog. And again, just bend your knees here, look forward, maybe halfway where you're gonna jump. And forward, and back, and forward, and back, forward, and back, forward, and back. Let's take one last one. And then step the left foot forward. Place your right knee down, maybe again, cushion the knee here. With a blanket, cushion, maybe flip the mat, big inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, halfway. Big inhale, come back. Exhale. One last one here, big inhale. Bring your arms up, draw your belly in, take your left hand onto your left thigh, and reach your right arm above your head. And again, just kind of leaning into the stretch. Draw the right knee down, but reach your right hand up and away. Notice how you can really draw the breath into the space where you feel the stretch the most. And relaxing your head a little. And easily bring yourself back. Take your hands back down to the mat. Find a little heaviness through the hips. As you inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Place your knees down to the floor and move into your child's pose.